Hello. Good morning. A little bit later than I wanted. On two separate accounts. Clicked on stream now later than I wanted, but IBS has been a bit problematic today, so that had caused me not to really be as prepared as I hoped I would. And I'm turning down that. That's way too loud, isn't it? Actually, no. I think it's fine looking at that. Just have to turn down that. Okay. And I didn't start, going into the actual streaming part because some jobs took longer. It was like 1 minute. It was like 4 minutes. I was like, oh, if I do this this job very quickly, I'll be on relatively on time. But no, 4 minutes. Oh, beg your pardon. 5 minutes later, we're now finally getting to the main job, which is hopefully finish modeling bits. You can see a lot of work has been kind of done. So actually I'm gonna do this just to smooth it out a little bit. Guess that was a bit too jagged for my liking, so yeah, well, that looks better now. But it's honestly just finish up smoothing off everything, work on the topology, stuff like that. And if I can get that done by the end of the stream, I'll be happy. But I also like to restart on UV mapping. So possibly. Oh, I see. That's why. Okay. Okay, that does not. That does not feel like correct. It's a bit more of a mess than I would personally like. Why is that just an extra vertex here? Is that going to do the same thing? Technically, yes, it is. By, again, technicality. Just gonna have to go and just kind of fix the individual points, make sure that's fine. So that could be joined. I don't know why that's like two separate things there, but that is not good for the topology. So we are just, not gonna do that. And then we just have to try and get this looking right. Try being the operative word. Which, but in theory, this should, even though there's like too many vertices on one side, that should look. I mean, it does look But it doesn't look like, you know, like it's trying to zigzag, so that's definitely an improvement if there ever was one, wasn't there? Trying to figure out how the shape the rest of it. I mean, it's a mess. So how can I optimize the topology on this? I mean, we could join that together. That might help. I mean, what? There's 4 there. It's not an ideal shape, but 4 is there. And that curve. Then we maybe if we move that. Try to smooth. So I'm gonna do it here. I wonder if it should be the normals are flipped. Honestly, I'm meant to optimize this topology. Could try knifing it. Probably not something I should do, but I can always remove the edge if it's not needed, so it's not the end of the world. Maybe. How's it look on this? Yep, maybe if I do that, it won't be sharp. So maybe. I mean, that just has made it look a lot better, but the bat, even if everything else about this is an absolute freaking mess. Oh, I forgot to mute Mastodon. I can tell that's not white. Where the fuck is that from? That was from there. Okay, yeah, now that's fine. I might be able to just get away with probably setting that to flat, maybe. I mean, yeah, kinda. Maybe not quite as intended, but... But yeah, the least amount of vertices there, that's not really helping my cause any either. Maybe it's like these ones, because, you know, because other things to say, I don't think they need to be smoothed. Or maybe they do, what would I know? Fuck me, I suppose. Would it be this Batman? Tell you what, this is probably one of the more complex bits of topologies I've had to try and do, because I don't think I incorporated it really at the start, the amount of smoothing that had to be done. Like, I kind of relied on like the bevel modifier to do something, and it just ended up as not because of some edge somewhere being too close, and it just upset the entire modifier, so it's fairly useless. That's really what has happened. I mean, if nothing else, this would be a good lesson to fellow modelers of how not to do it with topology. Volumes, elements, mist, blender, SDK content, user mod, SDK on auto source. Mist furniture, and then we'll just click the list from here. And we'll move that to this display. I mean, there's a slight bevel, but it's not much. Is there any other way I can optimize this topology? Like, at all? Honestly, what I'm gonna do now. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, okay, how the fuck am I meant to do so? Well, let's not do that. Gee, thanks. No, okay. Am I really just have to deal with that, because that is not idea whatsoever. I mean, it's better shading there, so I probably could get away of just doing it like that. Possibly. I mean, it's at a point where you would not even notice it. It's like that. I was like so minute now, you might not even notice. And in fact, I probably just have made the topology worse for no really good reason. Yeah, probably will help. Yeah, because it wasn't really doing anything anyway for that, so. But honestly, I'm not entirely sure how else I can really optimize the topology to be something semblance of usable. What about you? Do you have any bits that needs to be optimized? I don't think so. I think this is probably the thing I just modeled pretty well. And took the topology into account when I first did this like a few weeks ago before the Cornwall trip, and I just didn't work on this for like a week. Well, half a week I would say, but point being is I've spent so little time on this that it looks like I haven't really done anything. But no, I would argue that the topology of that is good. So just back this up and then move on to the next thing I want to bevel. Modeling 11B. No, it'll be 10E. So that there was like a modeling of 11, but obviously there was not. Okay. Okay, so my mouse is kind of freaking out. I have an idea why, but it's not really helping me right now. Okay, yeah. Look at that last one is really not adding anything, I feel. Excuse me. Mute tab. Okay, was not expecting that announcing so much attention. Usually it doesn't. But yeah, that is not really doing anything. Probably should, but it doesn't. Probably because it's not weird. Probably needs to be like, you know, kind of like that. And at that point, you know, I am going to probably have to start doing something about the topology there. But it doesn't look good. Here's the thing. It's either too sharp like that, or it just doesn't look good. I mean, we could just undo this. So we'll just say that doesn't get it look, but so we could just try as far as we can go. How does that look? I don't think there's any difference. That did that exact same thing because it's conflicting with that, but I want that to be sharp. So, you know, that is just that is just how it's just going to have to be. But no, I think I actually prefer the other one. Okay, so any other stuff I want to kind of smooth out that I haven't done already? I mean, arguably, this stuff could be flat. What the fuck is going on here? There you go, that's what I was more expecting. I mean, nothing else. These things can be set to flat, just to yeah, something like that, because you can definitely tell, like, in the reference image of the actual shell modeling this on, that it's kind of, it is very noticeable like that is, and how it was set to smooth. This little like join wasn't really that noticeable, and I can't reset this too bad as well. Is it? Yeah, that just looks weird. So I mean, is it perfect? No, absolutely not. It's definitely not some of my best work. It's probably on the level of Vincent, which was what the best I could do 7 years ago. But I feel like I'm hitting a roadblock, and I'm not entirely sure how to get past it. But it does look what you can tell what it's supposed to. And arguably, it's not meant to be ultra, it's meant to be somewhat stylized. Not as stylized as the chibi models, because it's not chibi, but it has some stylization to it. So, okay, what was the size of this thing again? I mean, the original thing I was going to use was going to be much taller. Like, wow. The actual height of the real thing is actually not. It's actually much shorter than I had anticipated. Modeling. There now. I mean, if these are what I think they are, yep, they are, so they can take a hike. Just quickly checking underneath here. Yeah, that's true, because it was just kind of a bit jagged. That's why I just beveled that out to make it a bit more of a smooth gradient. The other two are fine. The other two set of vertices, edges, they are fine. It was just like that one specific one that was not so fine. And honestly, I think that's probably the last of the thing that needs to be done. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that it's kept moving, I probably could definitely do it like set this to flat, but look at that does not look as though everything has to be smooth there. It kind of means everything's just kind of gelling into one thing, which I'm not terribly huge fan on. Say, modeling, pre-final. Garden, chair, main, garden, chair, underneath, support. And then we can go to somehow I gotta UV map this monstrosity. Oh well, hello Katen, thank you for the boop, and also, yes, thank you for the boost. I heard Mastodon go off, that you liked and boosted it, so thank you so much for that. And also, thank you for the boop. I could do it with the, like, could do like, meh, boop, you know. But, if you're staying around, how are you? I hope the week has treated you, all of you well, I should say. At least if you're the one, I think, you know, you're... It's like... I think you're plural, aren't you? If I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, and please correct me, but... You know, I hope... But in either case, I hope the week has treated you well. I hope you've had a good week. We will likely get distracted. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, real plural. Okay, good I remember that correctly. Well, you've caught me at a time where I've just finished modelling the a garden chair. Oh, I already had that open. Beg your pardon. Sorry for that whiplash. But let's see if I can get that angle correct. So here's like the one in the garden, the one I've modelled, based this entire mess of. And like here's like the one for the prop. Well, I'm making a Cyberpunk scene, and this is. You won't even really see this because it's actually off in the distance, but I thought do it anyway. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. I'm have to try to figure out how to model this now because the topology kind of sucks, and I can almost to blame but myself for that one. But yeah, that's where you're caught up right now. But yeah, glad to hear you're doing well though, especially under the circumstances. UV mapping. Where's UV map? There it is. I also want my material editor because I need to do like a template thing. So don't know why it took so long to think about that one. Garden. Go and share one because that's and then we want a image texture and we'll create a new one. Super cool, Evie. Thank you, Katen. Gosh, glad you think so. Color grid. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Template. No alpha. It's not tiled, so And then the other one also needs to use this one. So UV editing. Have you been working on any projects lately? Well, not probably any hobbies. I would like to know if you've been working on any hobbies lately, because this is one of the many hobbies. You probably have also seen on Mastodon the Rely model, which I'm going to post like a set of images soon, because it is done. So let me show you like one of the pictures. Like the decals have been applied. So this will be going to Mastodon soon. That's fine, like the thing is freaking up. So yeah, it's got that. So that's all ready for my birthday now in a few months. So it's been put away in a box, and I'll get it on my birthday. And you'll also probably have noticed that one screenshot of KDN Live for my secondary channel stuff. So this video will be, do you remember RM Classmate Desktop, which I imagine I'm not sure if you were if you had that in your school, but it's basically this desktop environment thing that RM shipped. Very similar history to Color Magic, which is kind of like a spiritual sequel to that, but yeah, I've done a little bit more work in that. I could fire up KDN Live quickly. Yes, I am using the Apple icons, because as much as I don't like macOS, I gotta hand it to Apple. They do some very cool, nice icons, better than the norm default. That's a flashback. Oh, if that's a flashback, wait until you see the entire video in like 3 or 4 months time. Can we do it? But yeah, I'm just kind of. So there's like me talking about the installation. Interesting point is that so like if I stop that so this is basically what I got so far. I would like to take this time to give a massive thank you to the RM user group for loaning me a copy of the Classmate 3 install, as it is very hard to find actual media. The installation process of RM Classmate is fairly vanilla, as was most software at the time. But an interesting point is that despite networking is entirely optional with this product, RM still requires you to install the NetBIOS protocol, which I assume is how Classmate communicates with an optional Storebox server. This consequently, because that's about as far as I get, and then there's like enough to the point that installing the necessary network protocols allows you to load RM Classmate 3 onto a 98 client. And no, so yeah, it's not done. Like I literally been spending all the year, but that is how that is going, and that will be found on my second channel, because yes, I got more than one channel for each stuff. So Crystallised Entertainment is my animation stuff. Then Eevee must because I have recently changed that, haven't I? So out of habit. It's like my everything else channel. I just recently have created a new VOD channel as well, which I'm now putting all my Twitch VODs on, which I've been doing for a few weeks. But it used to be also on Eevee Muslight, which is why all that is there. But but I have like done other stuff as well. So I've done a gameplay, like a little unveiling thing, so that was part of phase 3. And then on the I also done retro rambling. This is what I ended up calling it. So spiritual sequel prequel to it was, do you remember Classmate? That's then all Acorn videos. So this is where that Classmate video is going to be once it's all done, because I have to do like a new intro card, so I need to work on that. But so yeah, surely like my cranberries don't know I've changed my name, so also they don't know I'm trans, so surely changing my name on something that they occasionally look at with my RFI vlog, surely if that's not going to cause me any problems in the next few weeks, I can't possibly see how that can go wrong. But yeah, sorry, I was rambling. I do apologize for that. Also, you've got this channel, but I've not uploaded this for ages. I probably will start uploading again when what is it called? Power Lives drops. So yeah, sorry, I know I was like, I rambled, like, rambled more than Wambly. I am Wambly. Wambly the raccoon. Evie, we're, we're autistic and ADHD. Ain't nothing wrong with the info dump. I mean, yeah, well, this entire video that I'm making, this is gonna be like, once it's done, I've also recorded the beginning and ending, which I'll do like in front of a camcorder. That is going to be like 20 minutes of pure info dump. But let's go that down because I'm not reworking on that's secondary channel stuff. This is about primary channel things. See, and you don't need to apologize, but we also understand what you believe you may need to. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I think I've just been conditioned for because you know, autism is not something that's particularly smiled upon. Still, again, I personally think that autistic people, neurodivergent people, LGBTQ people, the fact that they can't, they have to consider their own safety before being themselves, I do think that is a failing of society in the 21st century, because we've been around for like a millennia. How have we not sorted this out yet? So I'm saying on that, but I'm gonna do a quick BRB. I'm gonna get my morning snacks. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes. So yeah, and then we'll continue working in Blender. So be back in a nano. I am back. Just watch the music picking up. That's good timing, isn't it? So we're gonna continue after that little distraction and try and figure out how I'm meant to turn digital optional. Oh my god, me. Oh, I re-dug myself into a hole with this one, haven't I? I mean, we could. Oh yeah, I forgot. I downloaded 4.5 and I've not updated Blender yet. It's out of date. Yes, I've downloaded the up-to-date version. Fucking, how do I do this? Well, obviously, like, I mean, we could start. Like, it's gonna have to be multiple pieces. That is just a given, really. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to apply the modifiers. So that can go. So that's not doing anything. We apply that. Okay. Because since we're not working on the model anymore, well, like, you know, the actual mesh portion, we can. It doesn't really need that, and it is actually just going to cause us problems later on. So, marketing. Oh, that's all right. Take care of yourself, Katin. Thank you for dropping by. I hope I see you again either here or on Twitch, depending, you know, if it's the evening on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because I stream on Twitch a lot more than I do on YouTube. It's only like YouTube every other week, IBS permitting, also scheduling permitting. But I also like, this one's one, but it's also like Tuesday and Wednesdays at 8 PM BST. So if you're dropped in there as well, it would be great to see you. But it was great to talk to you. Have a good rest of your day. Hope whatever job you need to do, you might think would work. Hope whatever job you need to do goes well. And yeah, take care of yourself. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, that was such a long-winded goodbye, wasn't it? I don't think I could make that worse, even if I tried. Maybe. So now I'm sure it's just trying to get back. Oh, I know that feeling. I got like jobs I need to do myself on the back burner. I gotta upload photos of my camera. I got to fucking get this off. I got this in Christmas 2023, I think. And I still have not got one to pin this up. So that needs to be done. So believe me, I know what it's like that you like just not really being motivated getting around to jobs, so that's fair enough. Hope it goes well though. That's a mood. Gee, they're obviously gonna get called out like that, but what the fuck are you doing? I mean, no matter how I cut it, this is just not gonna quite go as I wanted, probably. But it's probably difficult. It's like, why this? Why specifically that one? That's why! It's because of the way that has been done. I see, Baroni. So yeah, something like that. It's not exactly the screen cut in the middle, but it is a cut. A seam for it. Okay, how the fuck am I going to mirror that? Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like the sauce at the bottom one, isn't it? Yes. So out of the 2 small ones, it starts on this one. Then it seems to be like there, isn't it? Wait a minute. Wait a second, right? Nope, that is correct. That's just how I've done it. Okay, so then it would be like that. Then I forgot that. Okay. Mamma mia. That's probably not exactly the same, is it? But it will do. We also need to separate this off, otherwise that's just gonna... Yeah, I think I actually did like an extra vertice on the other side, didn't I? No, I didn't. Oh well, I may be stupid. Tell you what, this definitely needs to be have a separate seam on both ends. Oh, that's a sharp. I need a seam. Mark seam. Let's do it like on the other side as well while we're at it. Because you can bet your boots that we're gonna forget. Who's we? I'm gonna forget. Who is free? I'm speaking French. I'm gonna forget. Like, where did I come from? Who is we? You speaking French? You wanted to be here. I wanted to be in VR chat. There we go, then we just mark one end of each of these as a seam. Because then we should just be able to, when we unwrap it, it should just be a straight line, relatively speaking. It's like, you know, in theory, of course. This is your Steam notification. Okay. What else? Again, as I said, no matter what I'm doing, like, it's just gonna kind of suck in terms of because of how I modeled this godforsaken thing. Huh? Okay, that's not why. So that's going to be that way. I just did that wrong. That's why I was like, wait, the math isn't mathing. But hey, at least we figured it out. miraculously. Wait a moment. Would a shop do what I think it's gonna do? If so, it would help with some of my things. Like here, if we could just... You know, if we can mark that as sharp and it actually does something, then we may be onto something. You know, let me cook. It does! I tell you what, we're gonna cook a 5-star meal now. As I said, just let me cook. I'm gonna cook you a gourmet the most gourmet bolognese you ever did see in your life. It's like, you know, stuff like that has been causing issues, and I was wondering how I was gonna go about it. Never really used to. It's not intentionally. Mark shot. I mean, I could keep that as flat, honestly. I think that's what just objectively looks the best. But yeah, that definitely helps with that, hasn't it? Anyway, what was I doing other than contemplating my mistakes in this model? Which, you know, the list on that is exhaustive. Well, exhausting, I suppose to say. I'm also going to grab some pineapple juice as well. I ponder this, so I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. And no wiser than when I went BRB. Like, I know for a fact, like, each second's just going to be separated. That much is apparent. The question is, how am I going to do it? And that is indeed question of the hour. I mean, this I would like to be like the top and bottom, you know, up where you would see it. I mean, I want that to be like one big thing. So I suppose the best way of doing that is, oh, fuck, I've done so many. I mean, it's so bad here. Like, unironically, that just kind of sucks. Do it like that. I mean, I'm not going to use all my paint, so it's not as bad as it would be otherwise in that regard. Smart text is our thing. Going back to Substance Painter 2019, because quite frankly, my painter is not where it needs to be yet. You probably could have guessed that from my the Mountains of Struggle I had throughout. I had trying to texture the gosh darn AC unit, and it just has not turned out good whatsoever. I did not say hey Siri, so I don't know why you activated. So okay, so then it's like here, and it kind of goes ones down like that to like here. I don't know. I'm gonna say yes. Not sharp up. Seems still don't need that to be a sharp. Thanks. Gee, thanks. This is a bit like, what are we supposed to do here? Jeez, I've not made this obvious for myself, have I? Oh, Frank, that was one more there, wasn't there? That went underneath the radar, didn't it? Went underneath my noses. Then the same on this side. Yep. And you almost got me that time, didn't you? But I know. This guy got saw. This guy got C. Maxime, and then we can just do the same on the other side, just so I don't inevitably forget later. Yeah, this is a DG and a half, isn't it? There it is, that's what I was looking for. That was the vertice I was looking for. That fucking blended into everything. And then the same with this side, except mirrored. Well, speaking of mirrored, that reminds me for every reason. Some very clever people, like Rachel and I, has figured out how, and reverse engineered Spaghetti Kart. Not Spaghetti, Mario Kart 64, which is called Spaghetti Kart. And I've tried it on the mini PC. Works flawlessly. You know, I think nearly 4040p, downscale to 1080p. With 8xMA, like it looks the most sharp. It's unusually smooth because I played it I played on N64 emulator back in 2007, I think it was 2008. Whenever we had the max data, I played on a lot of actually Nintendo 64 on the emulator. I think I got pretty far in Mario 64. And this was without a controller. Now I don't think I even had the Xbox controller at that time, so it was like keyboard and mouse. But I also played the original Super Smash, which actually I'm gonna listen to my intrusive thoughts and see. Smash Bros. 64. Compilation. Is that someone working on that? What the fuck is that? I mean, it's stuff from last month, so but I don't think it's finished yet, is it? Yeah. Is that the only one we saw? Yeah, that one's done, isn't it? That's Spaghetti Card, isn't it? No, it isn't. That's a different one. Banjo-Kazooie, that is. Like that's already done. Let's find something else. Someone's doing Melee and Brawl decomps. So, yeah. But point is, like, Spaghetti Card is. Like, I play a lot of that, and I thought at the time that the actual... I didn't even realize there were sprites, like, honestly, like, for the actual carters. I thought they were, like, 3D models. I did not realize there were 3D models rendered out as sprites. I thought never even came across to me. But I think I did put quite a few hours into Mario Kart 64, so... And I remember, I don't know if it was because of the emulator, but it was never that... No, you wouldn't get 60 FPS, and again, you couldn't win on the original hardware either. So the fact I got 60 FPS, and this decomp, there's now an official PC port, a Linux port, that runs natively on the hardware. It's a emulation. It's just so weird seeing it's so smooth. I'm not quite used to it, actually. My brain is just not used to it. To that level of smoothness for such an old game. So yeah, decompilation projects. They're good, who knew? I want to watch that now. Coming soon. It's probably like soon TM, isn't it? So yeah, there's also like other ports he's done, like, well, they've done, I have to say. It's been done by a team. Harbour Moss is responsible for this successful decomp. Apparently he does support mods, custom assets, so I can't get it to work. And even when I force it to turn on. So that just doesn't work for me. That's maybe pull requests. More precise. Gee, a lot of people are still working. But yeah, it's not made by out. Look how many contributors there are. Like, it's done by so many clever people. But it's also done like Starship, which is Star Fox 64, which was a game I've always wanted to play, so I might end up streaming that because I've been always wanting to play that. Ship equipment, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't think it's actually. There's like a spaghetti cart and Starship, which is for Mario Kart, and Star Fox respectively. I think that's all of them, isn't it? I don't know what else there is. It's probably stuff relating to the reverse engineer SDK, isn't it? You know, it's not using the official Nintendo 64 SDK because that's illegal. That's owned by Nintendo, even though it's freaking deprecated because it's for an SGI machine, a silicon graphics machine. So it's like it's reverse engineer, which is what the Starship, it's what this harbor thing is. It's like literature, but it's literally the reverse engineered open source implementation of the Nintendo 64 SDK. So I think it's pretty neat. And then there's all the other things we've been seeing. It's like, yeah. Well, I was like, wait, that's not right. No, that is right. Well, it should be on the other side as well. Because it's unmirrored, so you know. So that needs to be dealt with. Okay, so let's try to figure out what I'm meant to do with the arms. Like, obviously, there's going to have to be a cut-off point somewhere. I'll probably say, probably say like around here is probably the best course of action. No, that's sharp. We don't need that to be. I want that to be smooth. Like same thing. So it's like kind of curves in. So we definitely want that to be not have like a sharp point on it. Range as a demarcation. I'm trying to ascertain. Yeah, I think it actually goes down one more, doesn't it? So I think it goes like that, and then goes back up. So that's how that's going to be separated down there, like we was to say up there. Fucking no idea how this is gonna get done. Probably not this. This is probably a bad way of doing it, honestly. I also noticed topology here. I think I left that there for a reason, didn't I? And if I did, I can't see the reason anymore. But that was back before I probably flattened it, wasn't it? Huh. It's just a spaghetti mess, honestly. We're gonna back it up though. Turning you down. UV mapping 1. Yeah, let's do it on this side as well. How did I do it? Is that all the way through? Yeah, it's all the way, okay. Go all the way. Gee, thanks. Okay. Maybe it was like this, I don't know. So this is like conflicts of interest, really. How I want to do this. Right, there you go. Oh, you know, I could just do it the wrong way. Should be like this, you know. And then there it is, I don't know. I can guarantee you it is not going to unfold the way I think it's going to. That is a given at this time index. Oh yeah, I also forgot that Spaghetti Cars also someone's doing a multiplayer mod for Spaghetti Cars, so we're gonna get a online multiplayer for fucking Mario Kart 64. Who would have thunk it? Like in you could play like it like it's fucking Mario Kart 8 if you want, with other people, and there's be also by constant misery because you get Mario Karted and fucking mic locked from it. I think in terms of UV mapping, I think that's just gonna, for now, it's gonna have to do. How am I to do review? I think the best course of action is you just cut off each of the legs, isn't it? Like, I kid you not, I can't think of anything better to do. She's so it's like that. Oh, man, this kind of sucks. But there's no other way to do it. That's the thing. Objectively speaking, there's no other way you can do this. So, for better or for worse, this is just gonna have to be how we do it. Honestly, I feel it's definitely for worse. Honestly, I think that's probably doing this way probably will be a cleaner implementation. So we'll just have to modify the other side in a nano. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely cleaner implementation. So if we do it like that, that should be better than whatever the fuck I have going on here. So if we do it like that, we can just clear it. Still not perfect, but it just feels like it's a lot cleaner than it would be otherwise. Because this is just going to be like that. I mean, other than that, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. If we're taking a shot every time I say that, you're going to end up in hospital very quickly. Oh, what have I gotten myself into this time? I think actually the best way to do this is just doing cross sections. Honestly, I genuinely don't think there's any better way of doing this. Yeah, when I say I don't think there's any better way of doing this, I literally mean there's no other better way to do this. So, obviously this was just going to have to be seamed off anyway, like that was just a given. But it's just like these cross sections, how it goes underneath. Then we should gotta figure out how we're going to do the back and the fucking legs as well. I think not. Didn't mean to do that. That was an accident one. Yeah, anyway, that's the point. It's gonna be very similar to all the other sides. Probably should do it here. Probably separate it here because it's probably gonna be the least noticed thing. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there, Chief, but I don't want you to do anything to do with that. Yep, that's a great one. And then it goes up there. We can mark that scene. Good, okay. That's not the files I wanted. That's for something else. Why would you do that? Okay. There, I forgot there eventually. 1B, put your 1A. Like, still gonna do this, still just not gonna quite on that the way I think it should be. That I think it should really. Hmm. So, yeah, we were just going to separate all this off. I honestly don't know how else to do this. I haven't done the other side, have I? Mark scene. Mark scene there again. Hopefully that will then unfold the way it should. And I have to do it on this side as well. So we'll see if this does anything worth of no. Doubt it, but you know, I'm gonna give it a red hot go. Okay, yeah, and then oh, don't know where you gone, but it was definitely not where I wanted you to be. Yeah. Checking the other side. Yeah, it's fine-ish. I mean, we'll find out soon in the fullness of time. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of whiplash going back and forth here. So, I'm trying to work in my head right now. So it's like, yeah, so it'll probably be on this one, won't it? And just have to try and figure out. I don't know what that was, but I don't like it. What did I crease? That's what it was. Alright, there we go. You decrease it. Oh. See. Something's done on this side. Um, Something like that. Then something like that. Then probably there. Some more tea there. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying words, but I'm not really agreeing with them. What was this? Is that a freaking ninja star? I mean, that should be fine, she says. Modeling, not modeling, what is UV mapping? Yes, I'm getting I'm very sleep deprived. How could you tell? I mean, it's not that fast. Just let's do that. And then possibly like, yes, I don't know. And maybe then it'll be good. To do mark a seam and then honestly, some of it is not actually that bad in terms of how it's tackled it. Other bits, a little bit left to be desired. And it is going to need a lot of refinement, so done it again. I was did modeling 1D. Yep, very good, very good. So yeah, this one is fine. That one, I'm not entirely sure what this is supposed to be. Okay, the arms. Not fine. This is the other one, isn't it? No. Okay, but then what are you meant to be then? Somewhere. useful. I'm not even entirely sure what this is for. Okay, it's for that one. That means. So what does it on the other one then? It's in the light blue area. No, okay, so both of them was just wrong. I like how the front bit has basically remapped exactly as it needs to. It's probably the only one that has, hasn't it? Because all the other ones just kind of goes pear-shaped. Because that's, which, I mean, to be fair, it's basically the outcome I was expecting. But from you, I'm not entirely sure why you're so upset, because I thought I'd done a cracking job at separating you from everything. I suppose on that bomb, so we can leave the live stream there. We did actually do a lot of progress. Again, I was going to say, with this, I just can't see how this is going to go wrong in a few weeks. Probably will go wrong. I possibly can't see how. Just, you know, changing to my preferred name without my grandparents knowing. I'll probably be expecting an White vlog after I come visit in a few weeks, so I can't see how it can blow up in my face. But on the actual stream itself, I just wanted to shoehorn that in somewhere, and boy, wasn't it shoehorned. I mean, it'd be great if the bottom worked. Although we did a lot of progress. We have finished modeling, and that took a little longer than we wanted. We have kind of got sidetracked throughout this entire live stream. We got sidetracked by my vlog channel, fucking Super Smash. So we did take longer than we probably should have done. But we have made a lot of progress. We have done it. We've started UV mapping, and the outcome of the initial unwrap has been predictable. But it's something I can work with. It's a starting point, so we can work with this. So I'll probably will continue working on that probably next week, because I'm not going to. Don't really want to work in the afternoon because I got to do other jobs. I got to make the pizza bases. I want to maybe start working on the camera stuff, get the photos from the Steamathon categorized and filtered, because I have not started that yet. So there's going to be probably other jobs that needs to be done, but in terms of what we've done here, I'm very happy with what we've done. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll be streaming again this Tuesday on my Twitch, so twitch.tv /Crystallised Entertainment. This is not way. Oh, that's why I'm just, because it's not. Wait, I should be closer. There we go. That's why. Probably why I look a bit further, and why my legs just kept defaulting, just leaning on top, is because the chair's too far away. But I'm hoping to start streaming again on Twitch on Tuesday, 8 PM BST. So what the fuck happened to that? So I hope to see you there. We'll probably be doing some spaghetti card. I've wanted to do that a lot. This week I just didn't, because Thursday IBS, Tuesday I just wanted to get the Helldivers mods working, which I still need to get done. That's another job that needs to be done. But I'm looking forward to streaming properly again. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from this, particularly in Blender, the stuff I done in Blender, like how to UV map and fucking clean up topology. You know, if that's the learning point is on right, then that's just a job I'll take. And I'll see you around. Have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good Saturday, everyone. And also have a good Sunday tomorrow. So, yeah, have a good weekend, everyone. Bye bye.